Here at the Cubcrafters static display at Oshkosh, but 5 miles north of here, they've got a grass strip where they do demonstration flights every evening in these different individual models of Cubcrafters aircraft. We got a chance today to go fly some of the different models. Check it out. First up is the FX3 brand new carbon Cub with the 363i Lycoming fuel injected engine with the constant speed prop. This is Juan Brown from the Blanco Lirio channel. We ferried out the UL Cub all the way from Yakima. Now we're going to try some of these different model of carbon Cubs and see how they compare. This one's sporting the 31-inch Bush Wheels Tundra tires, Acme shocks, the Hartzell constant speed propeller, Trailblazer I believe it is, Bose headsets, and Garmin big screen. G3X. Alright, first impressions of the FX3. After riding around 25 hours in the UL Cub with the Rotax engine, it feels like going back to the days of the dinosaur when you get back in one of these old-timey engines that I've been flying around all my life. You fussing with the prop and the mixture and, you know, getting it just right. Kind of little trick to getting it started compared to the UL Cub. You just turn the key and it goes, and it just stays within perfect parameters all the time.
Push to start.
Push to start. So the FX3 weighs in maybe 200 pounds heavier than UL Cub, just a little bit heavier, 1150, 1160 or so on the empty weight. The big advantage of the FX3 is this new aileron wing design. Can you show them over here? The G-Series wings makes these ailerons very light on the handling, especially up at speed, compared to the original Cub style ailerons that you'll find on the earlier model wings. Now the word is, with the UL Cub, you can order it with these G-Series wings and ailerons. There will be a little bit of a weight penalty, as this is a little heavier system with counterweights. But once you get the either aircraft slowed down, especially with the early model ailerons, they handle real nice. And with these wheels, tires, and suspension, and these are the looks like Cleveland wheels and brakes, super easy to land and handling. The easiest tail draggers around for landing and handling. It'll turn any kablamo landing into a marshmallow. And one more thing, a little bit heavier airframe, a little higher wing loading with the new series of wings. This aircraft handles turbulence at low altitude very smoothly. especially compared to the UL Cub. The UL Cub is very light with a very light wing loading, and if you're going fast at low altitude, you're going to feel it in the turbulence. This is a Cadillac. This is the Carbon Cub UL powered by the 916 IS Rotax engine, 160 horsepower for 5 minutes, and then about 137 horsepower continuous, up to anywhere to 15 to 17,000 feet turbocharged. This is the lightest weight, most highest performing Carbon Cub to date, weighing in at about 950 pounds or so, covered with the Oratex lightweight fabric. This combination with the titanium gear and the lightweight assembly of the aircraft will give you by far the shortest takeoff distances and the shortest landing distances of all the Cubs. It'll also give you the greatest rate of climb, and it'll give you the highest speeds, especially when you get up to altitude, especially if you can get an oxygen bottle. You take this thing up to altitude, you get true air speeds of over 140 miles an hour up at altitude with this UL Cub. So this thing is the dirt bike of the lineup, the lightweight dirt bike of the lineup for the most extreme performance. The only sacrifice on that is the long-range comfort of cross-country flying. With a lighter wing-loading wing, you're going to be bounced around a little bit more than on the other models. But this is the performance model for the extreme short takeoff and landing. And the new technology in this new engine is just amazing. After going back and flying the old dinosaurs, I'm more convinced that this is the future. We should have been doing this years ago. We are independent of 100 low lead fuel. You can burn MoGas in the 916 IS. On the Carbon Cub UL, you're going to get the lightweight Garmin G3X 7-inch screen with all your information on here. It's a little bit smaller format to work with, but it's a lighter weight and it's got everything you need, and you can get autopilot capability right out of this screen. Over here is your RS Systems engine monitor. Everything you need to know about your engine and management of your engine is taken care of here. But as the pilot, pan back there a little bit, Kellen, this is a single lever FADEC controlled constant speed propeller, and mixture and throttle is all done with just the one single lever, and then it's mapped out here in the RS Systems and on the computers on board the engine to manage everything for you. All you got to do is make sure everything's in the green here, your lights are out, and you are good to go. And with an empty weight of just 960 pounds and a gross weight of 1860, you've got nearly 900 pounds of useful load. And on the UL Cub, you can get the long-range tanks of 40 gallons. And with the 40 gallons of fuel, one of the other advantages of the Rotax is fuel economy. You're going to be doing about 7 gallons an hour if you're at 94% power or so, cruising fast in the UL Cub. If you're cruising slow, checking out the countryside, you can get that fuel economy down to about 5 gallons per hour. Next, we're going to try the XCub, the super deluxe luxury cross-country cruising model, weighing in a little bit more, 1,400 pounds or so, and max gross weight of 2,300 pounds. So you still got that 900-pound useful load, using the 393i fuel-injected Lycoming engine, putting out a little over 200 horsepower. Let's check this out. The XCub features the Garmin G3X large screen, 10-inch screen, the G500 autopilot, and a G5 for the standby instruments. Gas still in the right tank. Attitude set. Run looks good. Mixture. on. What did you say about this plane?
This is freaking amazing.
No, that's not what you said. It's effing sick, man.
Okay.
This thing rips. There's a little fighter version of the Carbon Cubs. This is it, with the tall stick and the high speed and all the aerodynamic cleanup of this particular design. It freaking rips. And I was concerned about the springiness of this aluminum sprung steel or sprung aluminum gear, but it lands just as easy as the other Carbon Cubs with these big tires and low tire pressure, and the grass runway helps too. It just lands every bit as easy as any of the other ones with the great additional suspension rebound control on the suspension. But this thing is the deluxe luxury model. Let me show you around. So we got the G model wing with the late model ailerons. We got the tall stick in the front, short stick in the back, but we've got all these aerodynamic refinements like fairings around here and a luxurious leather clad seats front and rear, and interior accoutrements like places to put things in the front and in the back of the seat. A long dorsal fin for additional yaw stability, a larger baggage access door here, the XCub. So if the UL Cub is your lightweight dirt bike model, the XCub is like your GS model of adventure bike, super comfortable, long range, fast cruising machine. Now, if you like the XCub but you're not ready for tail wheels or tail wheel training yet, you can get the NX Cub, N for nose wheel, and go with a tricycle gear arrangement. The cool thing about the NX Cub is that it's interchangeable. You can convert this to a tail dragger once you've learned how to fly the airplane. Remove the nose gear, cover that fairing up, remove that main landing gear, and swap it around. Check out this fairing over here. You can either swap this gear around, or maybe you have to get a separate gear, the different gear for it, but the gear moves from here to here and turns this aircraft into a tail dragger. Now, you can't take an XCub and turn it into a nose wheel gear aircraft, but you can take an NX Cub and quickly convert it over to be a tail dragger. Pretty clever. So there's the basic lineup of Cubcrafters Carbon Cubs. The ultra lightweight UL Cub with the Rotax engine 916 IS, the FX Cub with the Lycoming Recip engine, up to the fast and luxurious X Cub, which can also be bought as an NX Cub in the nose wheel configuration. Which one's your favorite? You're gonna have to shop and compare. See you here. Depends on your mission.